Hare Krishna. I welcome all the devotees for today's Bhagavath Katha. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamiti Namini. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamiti Namini. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Please tell loudly Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I pay my obeisances unto the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada. I express all gratitude and make many praises to Srila Prabhupada for giving all of us a golden opportunity to go back to Godhead. All glory to Srila Prabhupada for his wonderful devotional services to Srimati Radharani and Lord Gopinath. Please tell loudly, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Hare Krishna, we are doing Bhagavath Katha. We are in the first canto, 6th chapter. In the earlier 5th chapter, Narada Maharshi appeared before Vyasadeva Bhagavan and was told about his previous birth in the previous creation, not in the present creation, the previous creation. And now in this 6th chapter, right from 1st verse to 4th verse, Vedas Bhagavan, he was inquiring how he remembers all this about his previous birth in the previous creation. So, to that one, all 4 were only questions raised by Vyasa Maharshi. Of course, Vyasa Maharshi knows everything about Narada Maharshi, but in spite of that one, for our purpose, for our knowledge, he has inquired like an ordinary human being. Because Vyasa Bhagavan is the incarnation of Krishna. He is having all knowledge, but only for our less intelligent. We might be having very big only literal education. We don't have the real knowledge. The real knowledge only comes to the spiritual knowledge. Who are we, what we have to do, and all those things. Like that, Vyasa Maharshi when inquired, Narada Maharshi told that he was a maid servant in the previous life and he was to accompany the maid for the services of sages. They were serving with sages and he has gained all knowledge, all spiritual knowledge, whom to worship, how to worship, all the dharma, gnana, everything is obtained only by seeing. And of course, he has been initiated by the sages just before they left for the eternal world. Because any living being, any human being, whether it is sages or an ordinary person, anybody who has taken birth, he has to live this world. We have to die one day. So, Narada Maharshi, he was the maid servant in the previous creation. Now in this creation, he is the Manasa Putra of Chaturmukha Brahma. So, all these 4 questions were raised by Vyasa Maharshi. So, in the present verse, it is Narada Vacha, he will be replying to Vyasa Bhagavan. I think today we can do some 5-6 verses because they are all very short, this thing. So, first we are doing the 5th verse. I shall repeat the verse slowly 3 times. Please tell loudly along with me and later I will do the narration. Narada Vacha, Bhikshu-bihi, Vipravasite, Vijnana Deshtati-bihi, Mama, Vartamano, Vayasi, Adye, Tata, Yetat, Akasham, Bhikshu-bihi, Vipravasite, Vijnana Deshtati-bihi, Mama Vartamano Vayasi Adye Tata Ed Akasaram Bhikshu Bihi Bhikpavasite Igna Deshabihi Mama Vartamano Vayasi Adye Tata Etad Akarasam Bhikshubhihi Vipavasite Ignan Jetavhi Kama Vartamano Vayasi Adye Tada Edat Akarsham. Narada Vacha. Narada Vacha means Narada is saying this to the Vyasa Maharshi. Bhikshubhihi, by the great sages. Again, Bhikshubhihi is not Bhiksha, Bhikshulanam, Bhikshantam, Adhikadu. Bhikshubhihi is by the great sages. Vipavasite, having departed from other places. Vijnana, scientific spiritual knowledge. This spiritual knowledge is known as scientific because everything is invented. In the beginning, everything was made during the creation. Nothing is invented fresh. Whatever scientists are doing, they are only research and reinventing. They are reinventing, but they are not doing anything new. So this Vijnana is the scientific spiritual knowledge. Adesh Tribihi, those who imparted unto me. Mama, mine, Vartamanaha, present, Vayasi, Adya, before this life, Tataha, thereafter, Etat, this much, Akarasam, perform. See, Narada Maharshi is telling to the Vyasa Maharshi, the great sages who imparted scientific knowledge of transcendence to me. That means the sages where his mother was working, they have given the knowledge, all this about scientific knowledge, transcendence to me. Departed for other places and they have left to their places, their own places. They must have gone to Sadhuloka or some other Unnataloka, or they might have got salvation. We do not know. Again, it all depends upon the karma, what they have done. It can be anything. Oh, and I had to pass my life in this way. Whatever they have instructed, so says instructed, he followed their footsteps. Everything is followed to faith. He is telling about this thing, Narada Maharshi, in his previous life. See, when Naradaji was impregnated with spiritual knowledge, by the grace of great sages, there was a tangible change in his life. Because he was only a worker's son, and he would have all characters what a maid son should have. But otherwise, because of practice, once practice, seeing the other person doing, he has seen the great sages, he got all these spoils. Although at that time, his age was just 5 years. He was only 5 years, although he was only a boy of 5 years. That is an important symptom. Like now the Prabhu, he brought a child. When he was chanting Hare Krishna, even the child also raised the hands. That was, I felt happy. It was a small child, maybe just 1.5 year old. So at that age itself, we should train our children, our grandchildren like that. So Narada Maharshi, when he was only 5 years boy, seeing the sages' performance, they acquired knowledge from them and practiced whatever they are doing. This is an important symptom visible after initiation by the bona fide spiritual master. Once any person who is around 10 years, that is the reason we Yajnopavita, we Brahmins, wear the Yajnopavita between the age of 8 to 10 years. Because at the time our mind would be really improved, purified. And at that time they initiate us. We understand the mantras also, we will be able to recite and also understand the mantra. So that is the age when they initiate. Similarly, any mantras they will be given between the age of 8 to 10 years. So that right from the childhood we will be practicing. So actual association of the devotees bring about a quick change in life for spiritual realization. See, even when children are very small kids, like 6 months or 1 year, before 1 year, they'll be laughing, crying, doing all those things. When they started speaking, well, they call their Amma, Nana and all those things. At that time itself, we should train them to say Krishna, Rama. They do not know anything. See, mother tells, I am your mother. Then only the child knows that mother is, she is the mother. And also father tells, I am the father. And they only teach us, this is food, this is fruit, vegetables. Like that, our first acharyas are our parents itself. First acharyas are our parents itself and follow them. And that's the reason parents should always do the good deeds. If they do the good deeds, children seeing that one, they will also follow the good path. Otherwise, if they tell something to the child and they do something wrong, the child will listen to them. But at the same time, seeing what they are doing, they will follow that one. So here, Narada Maharshi, he heard good things from sages, as well as also seeing them doing the good things, he followed them. How it is so acted upon the previous life of Sri Narada Muni is described by and by in this chapter. Now we are going to the 6th verse. Again, this is a short verse. Please repeat the verse with me. Ekatmaja me janani yosin mudacha kinkari mai atmaje ananya gatau chakre snehanu bandhanam ekamatmaja me janani yosin mudacha kinkari mai atmaje ananya gatau chakre snehanu bandhanam ekatmaja me janani yosin mudacha kinkari mai atmaje ananya gatau chakre snehanu bandhanam ekatmaja me janani yosin mudacha kinkari mai atmaje ananya gatau chakre snehanu bandhanam eka atmaja, having only one son, that is present day we are following that one. Otherwise, in the previous ancient times, they used to have many children, particularly kings, not 10. 10 is in the regular family, but kings used to have in thousands. Sakara Chakravarti had 60,000 sons. 60,000 sons. Because generally kings go in the battle, they fight with their enemies. We do not know how many will live or how many will die. Again, there should be a continuation as a king in their family. For that purpose, they used to have many wives and many children. Mother, Janani, mother, Yosit, women, by class. Muda, foolish, Cha, and Kinkari, maid servant, Mai, unto me, Atmaje, being her offspring, Ananya Gatau, one who has to no alternative for protection, Chakre, did it, Sneha Anubandhanam, tied by the affectionate bondage. I was the only son of my mother at that time, the previous creation. Again, the previous creation means again it's the end of the creation. Because immediately after that annihilation, Narada, like any one of us, he went into the stomach of the Krishna again during the creation. Because of his earlier devotional services, he has taken the birth as a Manasputra of Chaturmukha Brahma. So he was the only son of his mother and was not simply woman but a maid servant as well. Like any maid servant in our houses, she was also a maid servant. Since I was the only offspring, she had no alternative. There was no caretaker at the home. She had to carry him to wherever she goes for work. Like even nowadays, many children they are of our maid servants, they come when the mothers work. So like that he used to go. No order for protection. She bound me with the tie of affection. Again, we are going to the 7th verse now. शाश्वतंत्र न कल्पसते योगक्षेमं ममेच्छति ईशस्या हि वसे लोको योषा दारुमयी गीता शाश्वतंत्र न कल्पसित योगक्षेमं मामेच्छति ईशस्या हि वसे लोको योषा दारुमयी गीता शाश्वतंत्रे न कल्पसित योगक्षेमं मामेच्छति ईशस्या हि वससे लोको योषा दारुमयी यदा शाश्वतंत्र न कल्पसित योगक्षेमं मामेच्छति ईशस्य हि वसे लोको योषो दारुमयी यदा. What word meaning of this verse is sa means she. Avatantra was dependent, na not. Kalpa able. Asi was yogakshemam maintenance. Mama mine. Ichchati although desirous. Ishasya of providence. He her. Vase under the control of Lokaha everyone. Yosha doll. Darumayi made of wood. Gita as much as. This maid servant was mother of Narada Maharshi. She wanted to look after his maintenance. Narada Maharshi's maintenance. Of course it is not Narada, it must be a different name. Name is not given in the previous verse because Narada Maharshi has not mentioned till now. So his maintenance properly. So, but because she was not independent, she was not able to do anything for me. She could not do anything. The world is under the full of control of Supreme Lord. Therefore, everyone is like a wooden doll in the hands of a puppet master. You must be seeing the puppets how they play. They tie small unseen thread. You can't see. So they will be playing like that. Who is the control? Somebody else is the controller. Puppets are just dancing and doing all those things. Similarly, we are all puppets under the hand of the Lord. We are all puppets under the hand of the Lord. Again, we are going to the 8th verse. Today, all the verses are very short verses. Unlike they don't need lot of explanation. It's short narration. We are going to the 8th verse. Ahamcha. Please repeat. Ahamcha. Tad Brahma Kule. Usi Vamsa. Tad Upekshaya. Digdesha. Kalo Yupadano. Balakaha Panchahayanaha Ham Chatad Brahmakule Usi Vamsa Tadupekshaya Digdesha Kaladano Balakaha Panchahayanaha Ham Chatad Brahmakule Usi Vamsa Tadupekshaya Digdesha Kalayupatano Balakaha Pancha Hamcha Tad Brahma Kule Usi Vamsa Tadupekshya Digdesha Kalayupano Balakaha Panchayanaha Aham means I. Cha also. Tat. Here again cha based on the different implication, how we understand the sentence. Cha means and, cha means also. No. That you give it. Cha means also that Brahma Kule in the school of Brahmanas. Usivan lived, tat, her, upekshya, being dependent on Dik Desha, direction and country. Dik means direction. Desha means country. Dik Desha, direction and country. Kala, time. Agyutpanaha, having no experience. Balakaha, a mere child. Pancha, 5. Hayanaha, years old. When I was a mere child of 5 years old, I lived in a Brahmana school. That means he was in the ashrama. Sages ashrama, there they themselves, they were the acharyas or upadhyayas, whatever it is, they were there. Again here acharyas is different, upadhyayas are different, guru is different, they have different meaning. I was dependent on my mother's affection and had no experience of different lands. Because he was just going to the ashrama and coming back. He had no experience at all of different countries, different villages or whatever it is. He did not have any experience like that. Again, this is a short verse, this verse. We are going to the 9th verse today. We will begin with 5th verse. We do not know, we have a lot of time. We may do 3-4 more verses today. Ekada nirgatam gehad duhantim nishi gam pati sarpo adasat pada kristaha krupada kala soditaha ekada nirgatam gehad durantim nishigam padi sarpo adasat pada kristaha krupanam kala choditaha ekada nirgatam gehad durantim nishigam padi sarpo adasat padasprastaha kripanam kala choditaha ekada nirgatam gehad duhanti nishigam padi sarpo adasat pada kristaha kripanam kalo choditaha. Ekada means once upon time. Once upon time. Nirgatam, having gone away. Geha, from home. Duhantim, for milking. Nishi, at night. Gam, the cow. Pati, on the path. Sarpaha, snake. Adasat, bitten. Pada, on the leg. Pustaha, the struck. Kripanam, the poor woman. Kalaha choditaha, influenced by the supreme time. Once upon a time, my poor man, when going out one night to milk a cow, was bitten by on the leg by a serpent and influenced by supreme time. That was, anyone we have taken birth, we have to die. Similarly, this in the previous birth, this Devarshi Narada's mother, she was going for milking a cow. At that time, a snake bit her on the leg, and she was influenced with time. That is, she must have left this world. That is the way, by dragging a sincere and nearer to the God. See, here we find they are going away, far away from us. But where they are going to the Godhead. Because even the maidservant, this boy who was practicing and following the mercies, otherwise she has also done good service to the sages who are doing the worship of God. So she must have also got to some Uttama Lokas, Sadhu Lokas, and maybe taken a different birth in the next creation. So like that, she was very close to the God again. She was close to the God. The poor boy was being looked after only by his affectionate mother, and yet the mother was taken from the world by the supreme will in order to put him completely in the mercy of the Lord. So once there is nobody, he is another now. He was another. So he had to be taken care of by Lord himself. We feel that we are anathas when so nobody is there, we feel we are another. Never, we are never anathas, we are all sanatha only. But it is how you need to think about it. This I am telling you out of my experience. I am telling you out of my experience, I am telling you until when, even for, I was all alone for many years. though my children was away in his studies, like that, I was all alone at home because my wife has already left, my mother left, my brother, so many people. It was a very big family. Everybody left. I was all alone. I never felt alone because I was in the worship of God. So I felt that I am a Sanatana. Similarly, everybody is Sanatana, not only me. Everybody. Like that, this in his previous birth, Narada also, when he lost his mother, he was not Anada. He was a Sanatana because he was under the caretake of God, Supreme God. That is we, by dragging a sincere soul nearer to God. We also celebrate birthdays. We will be very happy on that day. Birthday means we celebrate. Why? Because we think we are growing. Growing means you are nearing. Your life is coming to end very in a short this thing. If you are today 10 years, next year 11 years, 20 years, that means you are out of your total lifespan of 100 years, it is getting reduced. Your lifespan is getting reduced. But we are feeling happy and enjoying the birthdays. But you are going nearer to the God. As the lifespan shortens, you are going nearer to the God. The poor boy was being looked after only by his affectionate mother, and yet the mother was taken away to the world by the supreme will in order to put him completely and at the mercy of the Lord. So whatever God decides, he needs to lead his life in that way. Like this verse also has come to it. We are going to the 10th verse now. All these things he is telling, Narada Maharshi he is in the present creation. Even now he is there, but we can't see him. Because these vision, what vision we have today is all attracted by this Kali Yuga of nature vision. We don't have that divine vision. We can't see Narada Maharshi, but he is eternal. He is eternal, he is there. So he is telling this about his memories. He revealed only during the 5,000 years. So that means Narada Maharshi is also there. Otherwise, during the creation, you know when the creation has taken place. This is the 28th Chaturyuga is going on. That means Narada Maharshi has taken his birth as Charmuka's Manasa Brahma 28 Chaturyugas before. One Chaturyuga is 43 lakh 20,000 years. In the present Chaturyuga, still another 4,26,750 years is balance is there. That means 27,000 into 43 lakhs 27,000 years plus this 37,000 lakhs years. This is the age of Narada Maharshi today, and still he is there because he was there about 5,250 years ago. So you need to have confidence in that one, because this is told in Bhagavatam, and Bhagavatam is compiled by Vyasa Bhagavan, who is the incarnation of Krishna Paramatma. I shall tell the verse 3 times, please repeat me as usual. Tada tad aham ishasya bhaktanam sam avipastaha anugraham manyamanaha pratishtitam disham uttaram tada tad aham ishasya bhaktanam sam abhisataha anugraham manyamanaha pratishtitam disham uttaram tada tad ham ishasya bhaktanam sham abhisataha anugraham manyamanaha pratishtitam disham uttaram tada tad aham ishasya bhaktanam sam abhikhrataha anugraham manyamanaha pratishtitam disham uttaram. The word-to-word meaning of this is tada, at that time, tat, that, aham, I, ishasya, of the Lord, bhaktanam, of the devotees, sam, mercy, abhipsataha, desiring, anugraham, special benediction, Manyamanaha, thinking in that way, Pradishtitam, departed, Disham, Uttaram, in the northern direction. In the southern direction, who is there? Yamadharmaraja is there. And in the Uttara side, actually says that Krishna is Sarvavyapi, is all over, is all over his spread. But generally we, on the Uttara side, the eastern side, this side God is there and all those things. But otherwise he is Vishnu, his name is Vishnu. Vishnu means Sarvavyapi. Krishna means he is black in color. Narayana means we are dependent upon, all the living beings are dependent upon him, so he is called as Narayana. All these names are one and the same, it is Krishna. Whether you call Janardana, Jagannatha, everything is one and the same. So the narration of this thing is, I took this as a special mercy of Lord. Narada, when he lost his mother, he never felt repenting for that one. I don't have anything, anybody, nobody is there to take care of. He never felt that one. He took it as a special mercy of the Lord, and was always desirous of benediction to his devotees. If you have full trust and surrender to him, he would definitely bless you. 100% he would bless you. That I am telling out of my experience. If I tell my vast experience, you will be astonished, surprised. This is my 6th major life. I had 3 major accidents, 1 heart attack, and one like that. This is my 6th major life, and I was protected by Krishna for doing service to you people. I am preaching to you people, I like that. And earlier I was in a very big business where we had 600 employees with us, but Krishna said, this is not your duty. He only closed everything, or he has not only closed, he has taken away all our family members in a rightful way. My brother left, who was MD of 500 employees industry, chanting Narayana mantra, Narayana, Narayana, he left. In the end, my wife, he is my Shiksha Guru. At the end of the life, she said, you forget all this business, Krishna will take care of you. I thought Krishna means my son's name was Krishna, he would take care of. But it was not that Krishna, this Krishna is taking care of. My business also utterly closed, and I am in his service. Like that, and my mother, she completed 12 cantos of Bhagavatam on 24th December. On 25th morning, she is in there. She had a massive heart attack in the sleep itself. Like that, everybody left in a good way, and they have instructed me. My mother gave me the first Bhagavad Gita to me to practice at the age of my 18 years or 19 years. Like that, my mother herself is my guru, my wife is my guru, and I am following them. And my second son who was with me, he has joined his ISKCON for 10 years as a brahmachari, and he left for devotees to Muktinad to have darshan. But due to plane crash on the way, he had a mukti, and he was standing at the time of flight crash. I know because I got his mobile from the what he carried from the plane. There it is there, he was standing like that. So, and he was taking every day, he is also my Shiksha Guru, because every day 1 hour he used to take class for me. Like that, on the phone, he was in Mumbai, I was here, he was saying like that, I am involved like this. So why I am telling all this things? Not for I am not telling. That you please don't mistake boasting for myself. God, with full faith, have trust in Him. Definitely you are going to fulfill all your desires. Fulfill all your desires in the present life, and also you will be eligible for moksha, liberation, salvation. That is what we need. Also tell you, I lost everything. I told you 600 employees means that business was very big. Everything became zero. The crores of rupees business is zero. But today again, I am in a good position. My elder son is a urologist, he is doctor. My daughter is a radiologist doctor, and they are earning well. I am well set again. Everything is back. Whatever Krishna has taken it, he has given it. I am also continuing the service like that. Why I am telling is, whether we have, whatever we have today, if it is lost also, if you surrender to God with full faith, He would give it back to you in a different way. and He will also protect you in this world as well as in the next this thing. He will not give a next birth but a moksha. What I have experienced. See, once I am telling one thing. It's in Bhagavatam, Mahabharata and Ramayana. If any of our family members, they take to sannyasa, they renunciate and become like sannyasas. There's earlier seventh generations, previous 7 generations and future 7 generations, they are going to be liberated. They are going to be liberated. Like that, I am fortunate. And Krishna put me in this thing because my son, he was a sannyasi. He was sannyasi. So like that, all these 7 generations earlier, they must have got already moksha as per the scriptures. That confidence I should have, I should trust. Similarly, next generation, it will take place like that. So one should know that once we surrender to God in full faith, He would protect us. He will fulfill all desires. We can have any number of desires, not 1 or 2. You can earn crores of rupees, you can have a lot of wealth, you can have a lot of properties, everything. But you should earn it in a rightful dharma form, not adharma by killing somebody or looting somebody. You should not do. If you do that one, you will not have any single naya paisa, will not have. You will not have a single naya paisa, but otherwise, all the desires, and at the end, if you need to remember Krishna, so that in the Antakale, when you remember Him, you will go back to God. I will complete this verse and elaborate that one. I took this, Narada Maharshi is saying, I took this as a special mercy of the Lord. Though he lost his mother, he took it as a special mercy, and who always desires benediction of his devotees, and so thinking, I started for the north. That means he was going in a rightful direction. North means it's not that he started moving the north. North means the rightful way, dharma. Confidential devotees of the Lord see in every step a penetrated direction of the Lord. What is considered to be an odd or difficult movement in the mundane sense is accepted by special mercy of the Lord. And mundane perspective, mundane means what? Whatever in the nature, what is available, you will be attracted to them. You will be attracted to them. Oh, you feel you would like to have lot of gold or lot of property, or you want to have lot of money. All these are desires which are all temporary. They will be there for some time, again they will go away. It happens many times. Not once or twice, it will happen many times. I am seeing from my childhood. From childhood I am saying, and it is happening like that. Many cycles have taken place, not once or twice. I told you about only one major thing. But before that, before becoming that rich earlier, there were so many cycles, changes. 5 times there were changes, different types. And again, finally even that one said, God, this is not your duty. He has taken everything, and in a different way He has given, provided everything. Whatever is lost, again everything is come. But I am in a different way. It is God's mercy. So like that, you should never, this mundane prosperity is only temporary. Like calendar months, January to December, again January repeats. Season, summer goes, rainy comes, again rainy goes, winter comes. They are changing. Like that, similarly sufferings and happiness also, same thing, it's a cycle. For some time you will be happy, sometimes you will be suffering. Both are not continuous. One after the other, it changes. So all these are mundane prosperity in this world. Mundane prosperity is a kind of material fever, and by the grace of Lord's, the temperature of this material fever is gradually diminished. Only if you have the God's mercy, then only that will come down. Like what I have told you in my case. They have taken away. Again, God out of His mercy only is given everything. It will come. And in a spiritual health is obtained step by step. Mundane people misunderstand that one. So, like that, we need to, in the Bhagavad Gita, 5th verse, 8th chapter, 5th verse, Paramatma, Krishna Paramatma, this you need to believe. Why? This Mahabharata is written by Vyasa Bhagavan. Again, he is also Krishna only. But otherwise, he has written. Ramayana is written by Valmiki Maharshi. Again, Bhagavatam is done by Vyasa Maharshi. But Bhagavad Gita, it is also there in Mahabharata, but it is directly told by Krishna to Arjuna. Krishna to Arjuna. What happens during the first day of the war? First day of the war, Arjuna, even before the war has started, he developed a character like Klipata, Klivyam. That Klipata means he is all strength, he is all bravery, everything is there. But seeing all the entire army on the both the side, he sees all his in-laws are there, father-in-laws, uncles, his grandfather Pitama, Bhishma is there, Acharya, Drona, Kripa are there, and so many friends and brothers. Duryodhana is also brother, and so many brothers, all relatives are there. Then you will ask Krishna. Bhagavad Gita is having 18 chapters with 700 verses. Among 700 verses, only about 600 odd verses are told by Krishna. Remaining things are, few of them have been told by the Dhritarashtra, few by the Duryodhana, few by Sanjaya, and many other by Arjuna. They have told the verses. And the actual Mahabharata starts from second chapter, third sloka. Klaivyam Mahapata, Naitata Upapadite, Hudyam, that sloka, it starts from there, Bhagavad Gita. What happens is, in the seeing them, Arjuna is confused. He tells, oh Krishna, here all are my enemies are there. But they are, who are the enemies? They are all my relatives only. So if I start taking out my arrows and hitting them at them, nobody will be alive. Everybody will die. Everybody will die. So by killing them, what happens? I will feel sad. Not only that, I will accumulate lot of sin and I will be going to hell. Why? For the purpose of this kingdom, for this ruling this world, why should I get this sin and go to the hell? You only help me, you are my guru. When he says that one, that he takes as a nimitta, he makes Arjuna as a nimitta, he started telling Bhagavad Gita, the entire from there. Like that in Ramayana also, here during Mahabharata time, Krishna was there along with Arjuna to tell him, instruct him. But in Ramayana what happens? Yesterday itself in Ramayana I told that particular thing in Sundarakanda when Hanuman was in search of Sita Mata. He searched in all the buildings, not only the Ravana's Antaspura, in all the buildings of the Lanka. Each and every building in the form of cat, not in the form of Vanara. When he first time met Rama and Lakshmana, he met them, had their darshan as a Brahmana. But when he went in search of this one, he took the form of cat. Because every house, he has entered into the all the houses through the windows, doors, everything, and he has to make his body small. So he took the form of a cat, that is clearly mentioned. And he saw everywhere. Finally, he could not see anywhere in all the buildings. Then he put his hand on the head. He was thinking. I think then he felt that Sita is no more. She is dead. And how she is dead? She must have, while Pushpaka Vimana was going, out of scare, she must have fallen in this sea. Or she must have fallen to do the suicide. Or out of fear of Ravana, she must have fallen down. Or Ravana must have cut her head to pieces and eaten her. Or other demons must have eaten. Like that, so many things have come. Like that, this is all Klibata, Klaibyam, that Klibata, weakness. Due to weakness, Hanuman felt like that one. But what happened finally, at that time, Rama was not there in the Lanka along with Hanuman. Then again, after some time, he thinks, no, who has sent me? Rama has sent me. For what purpose? To do his work, for the search of Sita. So he will only bless me. He will only give me the strength. Then he said, he made pranams to Rama and this one, Lakshmana, as well as he has not seen Sita, but otherwise Rama has told how Sita looks, how she appears, by his telling all her characters. He made pranams to Sita Mata, he also made pranams to Rudra, Yaksha, Vayudeva, Indra, everybody, all devatas, he made pradans. Immediately in the Ashoka Vatika, he said, till now I searched only buildings. I need to see all vanas and upavanas. So he went into all the gardens. So finally when he went to the Ashoka Vatika, there he could see. There you could see. In the other Raman, small Ramana, you find that he goes, he sees, in the same night he will find that is wrong. He stays in Lanka for 3 days. One night he will see everyone in the Lanka. Then in the second day he will see Sita Mata. And in the third day he will appear before her, tells her that he is this messenger of God. He proves that he is the messenger. Like that, then like that 3 days happened. That he himself thought Rama would help. Like that during Mahabharata time, Arjuna was directly supported by Krishna. Krishna was taking an opportunity to instruct Bhagavad Gita during Dwapara Yuga. Why during Ramayana period, Rama has followed the each and every, how to love his wife, how to love his brother, how to behave with acharyas, parents, all those, how to respect them, all those things he has followed and made others to follow. But nobody understood him properly. Nobody thought he is a supreme God. They called him as a Uttama Purusha and named him as a Purushottama. That is the other name what Supreme God has today. Purushottama, Uttama Purusha, like that. So when he incarnated as Krishna Paramatma, Krishna tried nearly 10 to 12 times to instruct Bhagavad Gita. When he opened his mouth to his Yashoda Mata to show that he has not eaten the dirt. Even if he has eaten the dirt, what happens? The entire universe is there in his mouth. The entire universe is there. What happens? Dirt is there. He opened his mouth and showed all the universes. He thought mother would inquire so he can tell who he is, what he is and all those things. She never inquired. She thought it is the blessings of devatas. She thought it is blessings of. Again when Gopikas, thousands of Gopikas want Krishna to dance with them. Each one of them. Krishna made himself so many thousands of Krishnas and danced with everybody. They felt very happy, but they never inquired, who are you? They only enjoyed because Krishna is dancing with that is what they wanted. He is danced. Nobody inquired. So Krishna kept quiet. Again when he lifted Govardhanagiri, at that time all the people, devotees over there, they offered the food as Naivedyam, both. At that time, all around the Govardhanagiri, because there thousands of lakhs of people are there, they are sitting all around the Govardhanagiri, everybody is individually offering. He has accepted for everybody having different forms all over the hill. They were happy, but they never asked, who are you? And again, he has shown when Narada Maharshi, he comes to Dwaraka. Narada Maharshi thought, who is Krishna? But for our understanding purpose, he questioned Krishna. You are having 16,108 wives. How do you spend time with them? With which wife you will stay which day? Krishna says, Devarshi, you only please go and see at all places. Then he started with Rukmini there itself. Rukmini there, Krishna is there, Rukmini, went to Satyabhama, Krishna is there with Satyabhama, he went to Jambavati, like that. He went to 16,108 wives, he is there with everybody. He is there with everybody, that Narada Maharshi very well knows. But only for making it clear to us, he has made that enquiry. Again, when he showed the Vishwarupa to Dhritarashtra, Bhishma and others, at the time of Sandhi making, when he went as an ambassador to settle without battle, at that time they see those like Vidura, Kripacharya, Dronacharya, Bhishma, they could choose the Vishwarupa, but all others out of fear, scare, they went away. They ran away from there. Nobody asked them. Because these Vidura and all, they know the Krishna, they never questioned him. They only prayed to him, that's all. And Dhritarashtra, who is a blind Maharaja, Krishna has given a divine vision to see his Vishwarupa, so that he will understand who he is and he will come to an understanding to avoid the war. But what Dhritarashtra told to Krishna, "Oh Krishna, by your mercy, I have seen your divine vision. I know who you are. Please Because in that Vishwarupa itself, he showed the Kurukshetra war also. So now you please take away my vision, because I can't see my sons dying. He said that one. Instead of settling something, settling the issue and also seeking moksha, he never asked for those things. He said, you please make me blind. He said, okay. Again he made him blind. Like that. Again, only when Arjuna questioned him in the war, then he took, Arjuna told, you are my guru, you are my acharya, please instruct me, I will follow you. At that time, when Krishna instructed the Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna followed this thing, and at the end he said, I understand you, Krishna, whatever you will do, whatever you tell, I will do that one. Then he started fighting. And he has killed, totally how many were killed? 4 crores 60 lakhs people were killed in the war, Kurukshetra war. That is the very biggest war, Kurukshetra war. Like that, so many Kurukshetras happened previous yugas. Bigger than that it happened. But this is the latest, this thing is 4 crores 60 lakhs were died. Only 11 people you can count were alive. 5 Pandavas, Krishna, Satyaki, Kritavarma, Krupacharya, Ashwatthama, and the Dhritarashtra's only son Yuyutsu. But that Yuyutsu is not the son of his queens, he is the son of one of the dasis. Because Dhritarashtra, though he is blind, he has 1,000 wives. He had 1,000 wives, and among one of the servant wives, he had one son, that is Yuyutsu, who fought in the war on the side of Pandavas. On the first day itself, he comes to the Pandavas and fights against the other Kauravas, like that. So, Krishna Paramatma in the Bhagavad Gita, he has told in the 5th sloka of the 8th chapter that whoever remembers me at the end of their life, they would reach me. Why we should reach him? Because that is, many times I told you that Krishna's abode, that is our original home. Where we are staying today is not at all our original home. Even if it is only leased till the end of our life. After our life, somebody else will come. Maybe our progeny or somebody will loot it. So, our original is Krishna, we need to go back there. Otherwise, we have taken many lakhs of births earlier as animals, birds, trees. So, we should avoid that cycle. For that one, we should remember Hare Krishna. So, whoever followed in Dwapara Yuga, Krishna also, only few were there. Many have not followed. For that purpose, Krishna has taken the birth as a devotee, as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, instructing us to chant that Mahamantra 64 rounds on the beads, which bead contains 108 times. So, one round means 108 times of Hare Krishna into 64. But otherwise, we don't have that much time, because so many people, they are rushing away. They are going away because I am not blaming them. They need to go because time is up. This is Kali Yuga. If you don't come, either their pay will be cut or they will put an absent in the colleges. So we will be losing that. For that purpose, we need to follow that. So you do Hare Krishna Mahamantra with beads or without beads while riding your bike or car or traveling the bus, like that. Remember. So at the end, we should remember God. Our desires, all our desires will be fulfilled in this world now, and also our ultimate goal. That is our ultimate goal, moksha also, we can achieve that one. So now for today, for disposing for today itself, because this is the Bhagavatam class in this week, this is the last class of mine. Again we will be meeting on Tuesday morning with Bhagavatam and evenings with Mahabharata and Ramanas. Again till Friday again Bhagavatam will be there. So for today we are discussing with this Bhagavatam class. We shall chant Hare Krishna Mantra 10 times before we disturb. Please chant Hare Krishna Mantra loudly. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Loudly please. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 कृष्णा, हरे राम 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 हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। स्वस्ति प्रवर्त्यां न्यायेन मार्गेण महिषाः गोब्राह्मणवस्तु नित्यं समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु। कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रिया बुद्ध्यात्मते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् परस्मै नारायणाति जय की, जय श्री गणपत माई की, जय श्री नरसिंह भगवान की, जय श्री प्रहलाद महाराज की, जय श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभु की, जय श्री पंचतत्वा की, जय श्री मध्वान ग्रंथ की, जय श्री हरिकृष्ण की, जय श्री प्रभुपाद की। हरे कृष्णा